Doreen took the bowl to the kitchen to dispose of the hair and water. While she was gone, I started to regain slight movement in his limbs and tongue. Again tears streamed down my face. What was in store for me next? Doreen returned. She took something from her handbag and lifted my legs. She slipped the diaper under my bottom. She took some tissues from the pile and put them between them before lowering my bottom onto the diaper. Doreen then pulled the plastic pants over my legs and up over the diaper. "I think it's time for a nap, sweetie, while I moves you to your room," Doreen said with a smile. I started to mumble and move on the floor as my limbs started to return to use. Doreen picked up one of the bottles on the floor and unscrewed it. She picked up the remaining pile of tissues and applied the liquid to them. "This will send you to sleep, darling, while I settles you into your nursery." Doreen sat on my chest and looked into my eyes. "Good boy," was all she said before clamping the tissues to my face. The tissues covered my mouth and nose, and I had no choice but to breathe in the liquid that Doreen had placed on them. "Good baby," Doreen said as I took my first breath. The drug hit me hard and I started to struggle as my limbs used all of the energy available to them. I tried to hold my breath as long as I could. Doreen could see this. "There's no point in holding your breath, sweetheart. The chloroform will put you to sleep eventually. Just breathe it in and it will be over very soon." I could hold my breath no longer and took another breath. The room started to spin. I tried to concentrate on Doreen's eyes and not on the drug putting me into bye-bye land. I moaned into the tissues that Doreen held firmly to my nose and mouth. "Hush baby hush," was the only response Doreen gave. My eyes started to roll as I started to lose consciousness. "That's right baby, sleepy baby, hush hush." I was asleep. Doreen held the tissues over my mouth and nose for a few more seconds just to make sure before removing them and standing up. She looked down at her handiwork. She was so happy that the kidnapping had gone so well. Now it was time to move her new baby to his nursery. Doreen retrieved a wheelchair from the kitchen and after some pushing and pulling were able to move me into it. The hard work was now done, after the compensation that she had received after her operation a few years ago, which left her unable to have a baby. Doreen had a lift installed into the house. She had been planning this plot for some time, and the lift was to enable the transportation of her new charge upstairs and down without the problem of negotiating stairs.